Tonight's foliar feed lineup for potatoes and probably tomatoes as well. Photomag, Accelerate, C-Stem, Rebound Copper, Rebound Iron, and Potassium Silicate, mostly for the silica. Let's see, August 22nd, 2024. Check up on the potatoes. Oh man, our thing's growing really nice now. Holy cow. Really blowing up. And I've got another foliar feed for him I'm going to hit him with tonight. Give him another little booster. And that'll be that. I'm just going to rip through and put this down and get on with it. I got lots of other things to do. Well, I got a complete foliar feed down on the potatoes. So we just peek in on the buckwheat here while it's in full flower. We'll take a quick look at the upper block. So Saturday, I think it's the 24th of August. Check up on the crops. Did a foliar feed Thursday night. Let's see, I think it was Accelerate, Photomag, Rebound Copper and Iron, some C-Stem, and some Potassium Silicate. Just to really support crop health here and let them maximize their potential to finish out the season with. And man, these plants are looking stellar. Beautiful, beautiful, dark green, robust leaves. Looking healthy and happy in the sunlight. Our buckwheat cover crop is filling in really nice. And we have a pretty well established green cover armor on this whole section of soil. Again, I wish I had done this earlier. Our potato crops would be further along. That drought definitely slowed us down a bit, so we might not hit our target date of September 9th. But that's okay, an extra couple of weeks is fine. That gives me more time to orchestrate getting our harvest stuff together for harvest and all the planning and implementation that goes with that. Give you another angle of this with the sun behind us. A little more favorable to videography. And we'll take a look. If I find anything interesting on the tomatoes here, I'll stop and get shots. Well, actually, there's some Roma plums starting to ripen. So I guess we're going to have to keep an eye on tomato crops. Again, without the staking and proper care, these tomatoes have basically been abused for the majority of the season. But we do have nice big clusters of Roma plums coming on here. Again, these are those Italian seed company Romas. These things are just excellent, excellent quality tomatoes and excellent quality seed. I wish I could have done them better justice this year, but just is what it is. And here's a shot of those pear style. Look at the size of this tomato. Like, holy cow, that's no joke. That's no joke. So that's pretty rewarding and encouraging. And it's not just one. You know, they're all going to be huge like that. And I showed a clip of these grapevines earlier in the season, and now they're all ripening on here. My guess is these are very tart. Yeah, they're not pulling off very well either. Oh man, they are very tart, but they are loaded with phytonutrients and vitamin C. I wish I had time to grab these and press them. Excellent tonic or grape juice, and you could add stevia to them to do a no sugar drink. Here we are further down the row. Another one of these tomatoes, just growing giant. And more of them. So provided they get to ripen without animal damage or whatever, those will be nice. And here we're getting into the next block of plums. And again, even without staking, we have clusters and clusters and clusters coming on all over the place. And these plants did get that same foliar feed when I passed through the block here doing potatoes. I got this row of tomatoes. I did not get the other block up top. So we'll go take a look at those and see how they are. Between chainsaw noise, I'll just try and get you a shot here. I just want to point out, Again, where our cover crop is not, look how dry the soil is. Look at the difference in plant vigor. There's a huge difference. Not to go unnoticed, that green growing crops soil armor is so important for good soil health and good crop growth and good moisture retention and good protection of the biology right up to the soil surface. Along those lines, I'll pull out the FLIR camera and we'll take another look in FLIR at this section versus the other section where our green soil armor is. And so here we are looking at that same spot, and you can see very clearly with temperature that bright red and orange is that soil that is uncovered. And I'll just step us down here, down the row to where there is more cover, and you'll see immediately how that orange goes away. That's the difference between sunlight striking the soil directly and raising that soil temperature dramatically, and that same sunlight striking leaf surfaces, which protects the soil and at the same time enhances photosynthesis. Because let's remember, all photosynthesis comes from light. And just so you can compare again against that uncovered section, look how much more robust this area is where it's all covered in green growing crops. There's a huge difference. And so here we are up at the cover crop block with the buckwheat. Still pretty much in full sun right now, so that's nice to see. And it is fully involved in flower now. That's nice to see all those flowers open. And I had too much to do today to get up here and catch the pollinators in it. But fortunately I caught a clip of it the other day. This time of day there's not quite as much pollinator activity, but I thought I would get a shot of it because it sure is a beautiful looking crop. And that is massively helping protect and build our soil for next year. What do you see we can do here next year? Sometimes all you can do is let it grow. Oh, come on now. You know the deal. You always reap what you sow.